Okay, daily Parsha insight. If you have the Chayenu, it's on page 153. And today, just to summarize, we talked about the special prescription of sacrifices and offerings, stuff, animals, flour, wine you brought for all the festivals. And it says by Rosh Hashanah, it said it's a Yom Trua Yelachem. It should be a day. The Rosh Hashanah doesn't call it Rosh Hashanah in the Torah. It calls it a day of a shofar sounding, a day of the wailing shofar for you. Okay, so on that idea, to unpack that a little bit, God sends a divine soul into a newborn baby, right? To become a person and live in a foreign environment in this world. But why does the neshama come down into such a challenging situation, a body with needs and free choice and temptation?
Challenging.
It's ultimately for the benefit of the soul. Because when you do a Torah and mitzvahs in this world, the soul gets such elevation that it can never get staying pristine in heaven. So it has to come down with all the risk of down here to do mitzvahs. However, by indulging in the delights of this world, that, like we said in Tanya today, right? Even slight things, we talk about indulgence, kosher indulgence, but it all obscures the light of the soul. It makes the soul feel more of a prisoner, of a captive. Meaning if you eat a lot of kosher hamburgers and you eat a lot of kosher ice cream, even 6 hours apart, you become sort of like a kosher hedonist. The soul is very uncomfortable. It feels very trapped. Then what can happen even worse, you can get drawn into a world doesn't care about the God, the divinity. And then you can live a whole frum life and never think about God, God forbid. I mean, it could be about the culture, and you can forget this is all about soul and God connecting. This is the risk of embodiment, as they say. But at some point, we remember who we are and we cry out to God. We remember we're a soul. This is accomplished every Rosh Hashanah with the blast of the shofar, the wordless blast of the shofar.
What?
The wordless. No, it's not a word. It's not a prayer. It's just a cry. It's a very primitive cry. What is that? That is reflecting the inner primitive cry of the soul. Feeling trapped, feeling remorse over its failings, its longing for its divine home, and its desire to live a life of mission and purpose. When God hears the cry of the shofar, which is again reflecting our inner cry of the soul, it arouses God's mercy, and he forgives us, restoring us to our former intimacy and pristineness with him. Therefore, takeaway, Rosh Hashanah is a time of renewal, of returning to our source and drawing new levels of connection from the exhaustible wellsprings of our soul's relationship with God. Beautiful. And this, if you did the Tanya today, in our daily Tanya, you'd see this is exactly